and welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Brief. My name is Brianna Nibbs, and I will be bringing you the latest coverage in politics, world news, national news, entertainment, and sports. Without further ado, let's get right into it. In politics, the House passed the final passage of the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package with a 220 through 211 vote on Wednesday. This comes after the Senate passed the bill on Saturday with a 50 through 49 vote without any Republican support after weeks of negotiations between the White House and lawmakers, including West Virginia Democrat Senator Joe Manchin, who joined Republicans that were against the bill. The package includes $1,400 stimulus checks, $300 a week in enhanced unemployment benefits, funding for vaccine distribution in schools, and many more. Individuals making under $75,000 and couples under $150,000 will receive the $1,400 stimulus checks. In addition to the bill, dependents will also receive the full amount. The child tax credit would be expanded to $3,600 for children up to age 5 and $3,000 for children ages 6 through 17. The $300 a week unemployment benefits will be in effect through September 6th. Just like the Senate, the bill didn't receive Republican support, in which House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy called the bill, quote, costly, corrupt, and liberal, end quote. Quote, even the Biden administration agrees it is very liberal. They called it the most progressive piece of legislation in history, end quote. Democrats, on the other hand, are relieved that the bill was passed. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said before the vote, quote, today we have a real opportunity for change, end quote. After mentioning the more than 500,000 people in the U.S. who have died from COVID-19 and the millions more who have lost their jobs. As of today, President Biden has signed the bill, putting it into effect. In national news, 10 months after the death of George Floyd, jury selection for the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is currently set in place. This comes after Chauvin pleaded not guilty to a second-degree murder charge and a second-degree manslaughter. The judge has also reinstated a third-degree murder charge. Floyd died back in May of 2020 after Chauvin placed his knee on Floyd's neck for nearly 9 minutes while Floyd screamed, "I can't breathe." This led to a massive outrage and protest around the nation. Jury selection is expected to last about 3 weeks, followed by opening statements, which are expected to start no earlier than March 29th, followed by testimony over the next 2 to 4 weeks. So far, members of the National Guard and Minnesota Police are monitoring behind the barbed wire fences surrounding the Hennepin County Government Center due to safety concerns. Meanwhile, the trials of the former 3 officers, Thomas Lane, Alexander Kang, and To Thao, are set for August 23rd on charges of aiding and abetting and murder and manslaughter in Floyd's death. In world news, Russia's media watchdog has slowed down Twitter after accusing the social media company of failing to remove over 3,000 posts that are related to suicide, drugs, and pornography. This comes after Twitter was widely used by Kremlin opponents and Russian users claim they were having difficulty accessing photos and videos. Twitter is the 6th biggest social media site in Russia and mostly used by opposition figures, including Alexei Navalny, who was in jail since January on his return to Russia after treatment for a poisoning attack in Siberia. His arrest led to protests all over Russia, in which the media watchdog warned social media sites such as Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and many more that fines would be in place if posts persuading young people to protest were not deleted. Earlier this month, Russian authorities were suing Twitter and 4 other social media companies for allegedly failing to delete the post. In a statement on Wednesday, Twitter stated that it was, quote, deeply concerned by increased attempts to block and throttle online public conversation, end quote. In the entertainment world, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has recently sat down for a tell-all interview with the media mogul Oprah Winfrey. In a 2-hour interview that aired on CBS on Sunday night, The couple revealed all the details about their lives before and after the split from the royal family. Markle revealed to Winfrey that at one point when she was pregnant with her son, she had suicidal thoughts after receiving so much backlash from the British media, but no one in the institution decided to help her. She told Winfrey, quote, "I was really ashamed to have to say it at the time and ashamed to have to admit it to Harry, especially. But I knew that if I didn't say that, then I would do it. I just didn't want to be alive anymore," end quote. Later on in the interview, both Harry and Meghan revealed that there were many conversations in their family raising concerns about what their unborn baby at the time would look like, predicting about how dark the baby's skin tone would be due to Meghan being biracial. The couple declined to reveal the person or people who made those comments. However, in Oprah's interview with CBS This Morning on Monday, she said that it wasn't Queen Elizabeth or Prince Philip who made those comments. Harry later revealed that he felt, quote, "really let down" by his father, Prince Charles, as he stopped taking his phone calls during their talks about exiting the palace. He also said that his relationship with his brother, Prince William, was, quote, "space" at the moment after months of speculation that there was a growing rift between the two. However, he still maintained a relationship with his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. Since the interview, the Buckingham Palace and Queen Elizabeth has released a statement which reads, "The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately," end quote. As of now, Prince William responded to the interview, quoting, "We are not a racist family." He pointed out that although he hasn't spoken to his brother, he is planning on having a conversation with him. In sports, the NBA had kicked off their 2021 All-Star Weekend festivities. This comes after the 2020 All-Star Weekend was canceled last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, because of the concerns being raised about the pandemic, all the games and activities took place on one night this past Sunday without the audience being present at the arena. Many games were included, such as the Skills Challenge and the three-point contest. Many NBA players participated in the All-Star Weekend, including LeBron James, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, and many more. The two teams that were formed were Team LeBron and Team Durant, in which Team LeBron ended up winning the game with a total score of 170 through 150. Giannis Antetokounmpo was named the Kobe Bryant All-Star Game MVP, leading with 35 points, scoring them while setting the record at 16 through 16. The NBA also helped support the HBCUs with the awareness of the COVID-19 equity efforts. Many HBCU funds have teamed up with the NBA, in which Team LeBron earned a total of $1.25 million for the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. And that is all for this week's coverage. You can check back next week, Weekly's Brief, where I will be bringing you more of the latest on the news. Make sure you subscribe to MIC's YouTube channel so you won't miss out. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Please wear your mask, stay safe, stay well.